Hi guys, hi, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I wanted to go over some of the purchase regrets that I've had over this last year. We're getting to that point where I start thinking about the things that I purchased this year and what I loved and what I didn't love, right? So we're coming into the last half of the year. Well, we're already in the last half of the year, and at this point as a YouTuber, you start thinking about those, ranking those products, right? The best purchases I made this year, the worst purchases I made this year. So I'm starting to make some lists. And while we're not through to the end of the year, I wanted to really jump on here and talk about some of the things that I know right now are going to show up on my worst of list. And ultimately, I've been trying to make better buying decisions when I purchase things and not just purchasing it because I love the brand, but really doing some research. But these are the ones that maybe I didn't do enough research on, to be honest. And one of them specifically, I said that in the review that I did of it. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope that you keep on watching. There's really not much here. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm a lover of all things high-end, colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry for Ulta Beauty as a field leader. I get a lot of education in my position, and I like to bring you that education here on my platform. But ultimately, I'm just out here talking about makeup because I like to talk about makeup, and nobody in this house likes to listen to me talk about makeup. So I come in here, I talk to a camera, and I envision you standing on the other end as my buddy, my friend, and we're talking about it together. So I hope that sounds like something you're interested in, and if it does, let's just jump in. So I have not very many products, honestly. There's only a few items on here, and two of these items could be jumbled into groups of a purchase that I made that was a silly purchase. So when I'm looking at these, I'm like, oh, this was only 5 dumb purchases this year. But there's a couple of awful products. So let's start with this. And I think that this is the most prevalent because I still don't even know what this does. If I'm honest with you, I'm not really I'm not really sure why I purchased it. I thought it was a really cool, spectacular idea, but I think that you can see by how clean the tube is in and of itself that I don't even use this product. So this is MAC Lash Dry Shampoo, but it's colored. There's pigment to it. So is this a mascara? What is this? So yes, I can do some research on it still, but honestly, I just don't have the time of day to give to doing some research on this product. Is this a dry shampoo like that of the dry shampoo that goes into your hair, where it's supposed to make your lashes be refreshed while not putting additional product on it except for the dry shampoo? Or is this an extra mascara? Because I have to be honest with you. I'm going to use it right now. We're going to use it. We're going to see. This was a dumb purchase mostly because I brought it into my collection at the very beginning of the year. It is now August. Well, the end of August as I'm filming this. And I haven't even used this product. And here's the true tea. What is its purpose? I think that is my biggest thing, because as I'm putting it onto my lashes, I don't see any difference in my lashes, but I also don't feel any difference in my lashes, if that makes any sense. For me, a dry shampoo that I put into my hair, and I don't maybe see a difference, right? But I can feel the difference. I can feel that my hair feels cleaner. I can feel a little bit of that grippiness to it, but there's no additional color. What I find is that this is pigmented. It's got color in it. So is it a mascara? And also, it's really wet. I think I just got mascara on my cheekbones, and that is irritating. I did. Okay. The biggest reason why I put this into a purchase regret is because, like I said, I brought it in January. I jumped on the bandwagon. I'm like, oh my gosh, this will be amazing. I didn't even know what to do with it. put it into my collection, and still have yet to use it 8 months later. So that makes it a purchase regret because it wasn't a smart purchase decision. And also, I just don't know what it does. Next, I thought I took this back. As a matter of fact, I had put into one of my makeup rehab videos that I had purchased this. I still had the box for it, but I did take it. I thought I took it back. So I ended up having to take a point out of my makeup rehab at around that same time after I found it and realized I hadn't taken it back. But this is the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. This is a lip pencil that has the same thought process as the lip injection. I don't know if you guys have ever had lip injection on your lips, but this is like little tiny baby fire ants have made their way onto your lips, and they are biting you 100,000 times while also simultaneously catching you on fire. And it's all happening in one area of your body. Just that one little area. And that one little area happens to be an area that is pretty much used all the time. You use your mouth to eat, you use your mouth to talk, you use your mouth to breathe. And if it is on fire and you have 50,000 little tiny fire ants biting you in that one, oh my God, this is the worst lip liner ever. What I would say about it is not only is it painful, but it doesn't do what it says it's going to do. And it's only painful along the edge because that's where you're putting it as a lip liner. However, I put lip liner all over my lips, so this was painful all over my lips, but it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. There is no plumping that takes place with this product. And if there was, and you are a normal lip liner wearer where you just put it around the perimeter of your lips and then maybe blend it a little bit into your lips and not wear it all over your lips, if it were to plump, the only thing that would be plumped is the outline of your lips. And how ridiculous is that? Like, what were we thinking when we purchased these? We certainly weren't. We certainly were not. The next thing I have is this. And while I love the Glam Light eyeshadow formula, and I actually quite like the Glam Light lipstick formula, this lipstick isn't bad. This set was a stupid set to purchase. So first and foremost, the lip liner is not great. I don't love it. I don't think it's super creamy. I do love a sharpenable lip pencil, so that is great. That portion of it is great, but it's not super creamy. I didn't find that I was tugging at it, but I also didn't feel like it did me a whole lot of favors as it pertains to my lip line. I felt like, wow, my hair is a dang mess. It was more drying than it needed to be. So, it's a rather dry lip liner. This lipstick is beautiful. I love this lipstick, honestly. But this lip set, tell me why they put this lip liner and this lipstick together in a set. That does not look good. That does not look good. And this lip liner is just way too deep, dark brown for this lipstick that is very peachy pink. I won't wear this more than likely. The only thing that makes this a purchase that I regret is because I purchased both of them instead of just purchasing the one. This is a wonderful lipstick. I do love it. It's very creamy. It's such a beautiful formula for lipstick. But also what makes it a purchase regret is that if I had looked at the two shades together in a swatch much like I am doing now, I would have known that I will never wear that lip liner, and I certainly would not wear that lip liner with that lipstick ever. The next product I have is these. You guys, look, I wanted to love these, and I think that I could get on with these if I had maybe two different, very vastly different colors, but I purchased a lime green and a yellow. So when I put them on, they look exactly the same in an eye look. These are them. What I will also say is these are a very wet graphic liner. which is all fine and dandy. I love the application of them, but I I wish I would have gone with like a green and a purple, or the lime green and a like deep royal blue, so that I had two colors that were completely different of each other. But also, this is pressing really hard to get any kind of pigmentation out of these because they just didn't last super long. The rollerball in there is not as, this one is still going strong, but the rollerball in this yellow one is like, it didn't last very long, number one. Number two, they don't go over, these would be perfection on a blank canvas, so like an eye with just eye primer, but over the top of eyeshadow, you literally have to have almost no eyeshadow, zero eyeshadow on your eyes for these to show up. If you're using them in the way eyeliners are intended to be used, if you're not and you want them to show up, you literally have to go over the same line like 8 or 9 times to get any kind of pigmentation out of these on an eye look that is made of color. And for me, I am a color wearer. If I'm going to do a graphic liner, it's probably going to be over the top of a color eyeshadow, and this is going to be a pop of color. And it didn't last long. It didn't, I had to go over it multiple times. I don't love that I have two shadows or two shades that are so similar. I do love that they didn't seem to, seep into fine lines and wrinkles or any eye texture. And I do love that they stay put. Once they dry, they stay put. But I don't love that they just don't go over color really well. And they also kind of feel a little bit tacky, like an eraser, like when you erase something off the paper and all that like kind of rubberish remnants that's left over from an eraser. That's kind of what it feels like on your skin, and because of that, I didn't love it. And then the grand poobah of this whole thing is this guy here. This is quite possibly the worst. Well, that's upside down. This is quite possibly the worst Melt Cosmetics palette that I have in my collection, and it's very sad because I was so excited about it. It has a really unique color story that I think would have been amazing if these shadows had been done even remotely right. Pinks and blues I think are fantastic together, and these don't look any different, but these shadows were just mediocre at best. And while I do know that Melt has a very fickle formula, I have never experienced the inconsistencies in Melt's formula in the way that I did with this palette. And this is an expensive palette. I got it on sale. I'm super happy I got it on sale. So with that said, that's it. Those are what I wanted to share with you as far as today's video goes in my purchase regrets so far this year. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. What are your purchase regrets this year? Do you keep track of your purchases like I do, because I'm crazy, and then decide which are the best and which are the worst? I would love to hear from you down in the comment section. I always look at my comments. I always read them, and I always am still in a place where I'm still commenting or responding to every single one. So please don't forget to hit me up down there. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope that you and yours are well. I hope that you are all safe and healthy and getting along as best you can. I hope that you are all loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.